Hey, so I'm here to tell about the 8th day, which I already have recorded, but the video turned out to be like, I think 30 seconds too long, so I'm redoing it now. So my 8th day, that was the day I broke the fast. Even though the day started pretty cool in that sense that because I did the colonic the day before on the 7th day, I woke up and I was a bit surprised of my energy level, where I usually would lay in bed and have a little time, just doing absolutely nothing, just basically being there with myself. I would usually have to fight myself out of bed. It was very hard to get out of bed, and then after the shower, just hanging there, and then slowly getting in, getting the first water, and then the weather was absolutely, awesome almost every day during my fast. So I went out in the sun. Meditate a little bit. That gave me really a boost of energy, and so yeah, that day I got up, and I didn't really think about that the colonic from the day before would give me any energy, but I got up and I was like, oh, I'm actually feeling pretty good, because I was like 50-50 on the 7th day if I should break the fast the next day or not. So I got up and I got in the shower, I put on a little music, and I was showering, and next thing I saw myself dancing, and I was really I gotta say, I'm always dancing usually under the shower, and I have music on. But I was a bit, what is going on here, where's this energy coming from? Then of course it struck me, shit, it is because of the colonic, and so that was very good. But especially after colonic as well, where I the day before was like 55.8 or something kilos, I was now at the 55, I think 55.1, and that of course made me think, is it too skinny? But I would not stop the fast entirely on this fact alone. More so on the fact that the water started tasting disgusting. I was really I hardly couldn't get it down. So that was for me maybe a little sign. And of course I kept on thinking about breaking the fast. I kept on thinking about it. I was not hungry. I was really I missed a little bit the act and the social aspect of eating and stuff like that, but I was not really hungry, but I was thinking a lot of it. So all of a sudden, it was not really that comfortable anymore. And like I talked about on the video yesterday, that I was getting annoyed, even though I know that is digging down into yourself, and that can be, you detoxify yourself from toxic thoughts and feelings and all that. But it was a discomfort with what I was doing. So yeah, I went into the day with these big, let's say mixed emotions stand on what was going to happen. So I thought, just don't take a stand, just do take a minute at a time. I gotta watch out that I don't do this too long again. Awesome. Let me walk here. Anyways. So I decided, because a friend told me that they had an organic, at a supermarket here, they had a sale on organic veggies and fruits, and the weather was good, so I recommend maybe you should go there and stash up, because I knew that my fast would not gonna last, a week or something. It would just last maximum a couple of days more. So I figured, okay, let's go over there, invest some money in some fresh fruits and vegetables. So I did that, and I bought fruits and veggies for over 400 kronas, which is around 80 American dollars or something. But the trip home, already over there was pretty hard. But the trip home with all these veggies, I had a backpack, I had a basket on top of the bike, and I had a bag on the steering wheel. That was one of the hardest things physically I've done in my life. I mean, I was really used when I came. I was absolutely exhausted. And of course, because the cold as well takes energy, so I came home, I was just laying here for like 20 minutes, just, not even out of breath anymore. I was just out of energy, really. That was really hard. But yeah, as the day went by, I still had this argument within myself, should I break it, should I not? And I came more and more to the conclusion that I'm actually in a sense telling myself I should. But of course there's something in me, that really wants to keep this video going, especially on YouTube, I'm going to show everyone I can pass, blah blah blah, and it was maybe the biggest detoxifier to not listen to this voice within yourself, because in the end I'm doing all this for myself. I'm not doing this to inspire anyone. I'm not doing this to show anyone. I'm not doing this to try anything. I'm doing this because I feel that's the right thing to do, and this is basically how I live my entire life. And if people feel inspired by what I'm doing, I'm really happy with that. If they are offended with what I'm doing, it gives them a lesson to learn something about themselves. If they see it that way, I can only, do stuff for myself. And so I had to be honest to myself, and I needed to, I knew that I was doing this to help myself, not to prove myself. So I decided to break the fast in the night with some orange juice, and I did that, and that was really nice. Even though I had no cravings for food, I had, of course, I was looking forward to the, the sensation of how this is going to taste and stuff like that. But I was not, like usually hungry. You're getting home from a long day of work or something, and you're like, I need some food now. Not at all. I could, if the other circumstances have been fine, I could easily have kept on going. That was not an issue, and that is maybe one of the things at the moment that I felt like I let myself down, or maybe the only thing, because I was pretty sure that I was going to break the fast with feeling real hunger for the first time in my life. And I didn't, so when I broke it, I was really happy with the orange juice. I had chills over my entire body. Now, I mean, that was a really precious moment, when time just stands still as we perceive it, like when we're just in the now, you something like looking at a beautiful sunset or something, and you just melt in with the moment, and I did that a little bit as well with the juice, so that was very nice. In the beginning as well, like I broke my fast, 8 days, 7 nights. I would have liked, to go 10, 11, and all these things coming up, but short time after, maybe the next day already, I was, so happy with myself. I'm very proud of myself. I did something, on my own, not totally my own. I've had a lot of inspiration from a lot of people out there, but I'm happy with what I've done, and I really thanked and still thanking myself for doing or what I believe is right, and I'm even thanking myself for breaking the fast now, because for me it's all about just listening to your heart. Everything else is just basically a distraction. So so that was awesome. So what happened was actually that some hours later, around 10ish or something, I really got this crave for something not sweet. Like I had all these fruits, I had like almost 2 kilos of organic grapes and watermelons, and I had all the fruits and veggies in the world, but I really fancy something not sweet. I didn't have that many veggies, I had mainly fruits. So I made this dish where I take some tomatoes, and I take some soaked sun-dried tomatoes, 1 avocado, fresh basil. That's the base. I put that in a blender, blend it up, so it was easy for me to break it apart. And then you can of course add some dates or some cayenne or some garlic or whatever you like. And then you take a zucchini and you slice it on a device. I don't know what's called in English, but you like basically spaghetti. So you slice into spaghettis and you use the zucchini as spaghetti and you put the sauce on top. And I really fancied that, and that was maybe the thing I should have waited with, because I could feel that I was a bit hard on my stomach. I should have maybe stayed to mono food for 2 days, but I don't know. I know that for the next time. So, but it was very nice, even though I fucked it totally up because I put cayenne in there. But because my taste buds were more sensitive, so the food basically tasted like fire. But yeah, and so yeah, that was basically my water fast. And I gotta say, it is not only the physical. I have really cleaned out in some emotional and some thoughtful thought processes as well. But for the physical benefits, I gotta see with my eyes. I have not been to the eye doctor yet to see if my vision's become any sharper. I think my eyes have maybe a bit clearer. I don't know if you can see that. You have no idea how my eyes looked before. So but I think they seem a bit clearer, and but I'm very happy with that. And my knee, I don't know, my knee is not the problem any longer in the lotus position. That is probably rather my flexibility in general that I need to work on. So it's not cured at all yet, but I think it seems a bit more. Maybe I just want it to seem like it, but I think it seems very flexible, the knee itself, so that's very good. I have definitely regenerated something within myself. I feel lighter, I feel more motivated. I've really gotten rid of some, because I believe I'll take that and talk about health, like how the spiritual and the physical are actually connecting, but I believe that also the reason why toxins are pulling us down is because there are blocked or suppressed emotions. So I let go of some of that. I'm getting back strength again. I put on almost 5 kilos of weight. Never had any exercise yet. Not real, like walking, riding a bicycle and stuff like that. But I can feel it. But already, just after I drank the orange juice, bam, the sugar, it was unbelievable. All of a sudden, all this energy, from these oranges. You felt like doing anything all of a sudden again. And now I feel the same, slowly getting back into, to rebuilding in stronger form. Get rid of a lot of the fat, rebuild some healthier fatty tissue. And so this is a process well for me now. Also, I want to make a liver flush and a bowel flush, so I might post that on YouTube as well. I have to see what the video says. Oh, 1 minute left. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I've had some really good results, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And a short note is that 2 days ago I had Mary Jane over for the first time, and that was so amazing. I mean, my heart just opened up, and I hadn't tried that for a very, very long time, and I felt really, really regenerated on the inside. But I would probably done that anyways. But I yeah, for now I just want to thank you all, everyone, especially those who have supported me, that people who've called me, text, messages on Facebook, and you guys are really awesome. I thank you with all my heart. For the rest, everyone has watched this, I thank you, but in general I just want to thank everyone out there, and actually especially also myself for doing this. I'm gonna upload a video one next days about my take on health and spirituality, because I don't think I finished that properly. So I want to thank you all again.